Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for checking in. My name is Elaine. I'm a motivator. I would say a spiritual motivator, but just a person that shares motivational stuff with different people. And I appreciate you guys clicking on this video. If you're not a subscriber already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the comment button, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you feel like. Leave a comment. I was thinking about this word distractions. Something I've been going through a lot, so I haven't really been doing a lot of videos like I'm going to be doing now. I'm finally starting to get back to myself. But anyway, I felt that things that was going on in my life at this particular moment or at this particular time was about distractions. And if you think about that word, you need to be real careful about the people you let in your life and the people who come into your life uninvited, but all of a sudden they're there. And you think in your brain, like I am, I'm an overthinker about a lot of things. So these distractions don't always look like distractions. They come dressed as friends, dressed as boyfriends, dressed as girlfriends, just not dressed as distractions. It takes a while to figure it out for some people, especially me. It takes me a while to figure things out. But I try to keep my guard up as much as possible so that way, whether it's a relationship of whatever kind, I'm not really caught that bad off guard. But sometimes even when you have your guard up, you still can get hurt. So it's best to be aware that there is a thing called distractions. And it's not just bills, tangible things that you can touch. Things start breaking down and you lose focus. You have a whole 5-year plan, 2-year plan, and then things start going left, and you find yourself further away from your goals or your plans. Just understand that sometimes that may feel like you're getting pushed back away from what you're working so hard to achieve. The truth of the matter is, these are very simple distractions, but they can look very big if you're not careful. So, with that being said, sometimes you just have to step back and analyze yourself and say, I was here before you got here. And now all of a sudden I feel as though I got knocked back instead of pushed forward. And that's one reason I know that certain people they can come into your life, but they can't stay. And the reason that they can't stay is because they were never meant to stay. Some people come to leave. And as crazy as that might sound, it's very, very, very true. They come to leave. And it teaches us as individuals and humans that sometimes you have to learn how to let people go. Because my feeling is this: if you want to leave, by all means go. I am not one of those types that will sit here and ask you over and over again not to leave. Even if it's in my gut that I would feel that way about a person, which I can say I honestly haven't felt that way about anything. I've always had that theory: if you want to leave, then you need to go. And if I want to leave, then you need to let me go. That's just how I feel. And there are many people that don't know how to let go. They don't know how to move forward because they're too busy stuck in how things used to look. These are distractions because when we first meet, everything's hunky-dory. It's supposed to be. That's how it is in the beginning, because we haven't gotten close enough to each other to see where our blind spots are. Because once you start unveiling your truth and I start unveiling my truth, sometimes that doesn't look the way we thought it was going to look. So that's a distraction in itself. I have goals. I have ambitions. When you don't even care to talk about goals, ambitions, emotions, this is a distraction. You're not there for me. You're there for you. Okay? So what I'm saying to you as a people, as a whole, as humans, be careful when you get into a new relationship that the first stage, the first trimester, so to speak, looks really great, because it's got to be something that made you click in the first place. A smile, a body shape, or finances or whatever the case may be. It's something there that makes you attracted to each other. That's the first trimester. First trimester is just like a pregnancy. It's kind of smooth sailing. Some people have it rough from the start, but most of us just go ahead through that first trimester like that was a piece of cake. Then you get ready to go into your second trimester and you start having feelings. You start feeling things. You start gaining weight. You start going through stuff. You start, feeling aches and pains you didn't have before. It's the same thing in your relationships. You're going to start experiencing things a little bit differently because you've gotten a little bit closer. And as long as you have your eyes open, and as long as you guard your heart until it's time to let your guard down, because I think that maybe we trust people for the wrong reasons. And then we let our guard down and then we get hurt. Then we don't want to trust anymore. Or we move on to the next relationship and we're carrying all that old stuff into the new one. Excuse me, that was very noisy. Anyway, I'm not trying to discourage feelings and emotions because I'm a strong believer in all these things. I'm a strong believer in relationships, whether it's friendships or work relationships or a very intimate relationship. I'm very big on these things. What I'm not big on is someone coming into the picture with their own agenda. And you got the blinders on because maybe you've been single for a while and you think this is it. This is what you've been waiting for. Come to find out, this is further than the truth. Sometimes you can leave one person and date somebody else that's the same person, but they just have a different name and they have a different MO, whatever the case is. It's the same person. They do the same things. That means that there's a reality check that has to go on here that says, how come I keep picking the same person or the same people keep picking me? That is my way of saying, do a self-eval of what's going on with you. Because it's kind of easy to pick the same person over and over again if there's no healing involved. This is where recovery comes in. This is where you begin to efface the pain, not mask it with alcohol and drugs and different things like that. You've got to face it in order to heal from it. So I feel like that's what I'm doing now. I'm in recovery because every time I go through something, sometimes I shut down, I don't want to talk, or I'm all right. I keep using these infamous words over and over again, and they're not helping me. What's going to help me is for me to face what I need to face so that I can get past it and not continually pick the same individual over and over again. That is unfruitful, it's unhealthy, it's just not good. So I would rather be by myself, work on myself, and then know exactly what I want, which I do to a certain degree. More about me is I know what I don't want more than I know what I do want. So that's honesty with myself, and that's what we need to do as a whole. We need to be honest with ourselves. If you with somebody because of such and such and so and so, tell them. Don't let them sit there and figure it out. That is more difficult and it's more work involved to sit there. Time is being wasted because you're sitting here not telling the other person what they need to know, and then you want to play it off. But at the end of the day, it's still gonna come out. The truth always comes out. So I would rather the truth come out in the beginning and you say, you know what, I'm not here for the long run. I'm not here basically because I want a serious committed relationship. I'm here because I just want somebody that I can hang out with or go to the movies with. And that's fine. But if you don't give the person a chance from the beginning, you never tell them, okay, this is why you're here. Then you sit and figure it out. And you're saying, you know what, this guy is not attentive. This guy is this girl's not that, that. Whatever it is, it's going to show itself. So it would be better if you have the conversation from the beginning and just say, this is who I am. Because I'm good for that. I'll tell you, I'm a family person. I'm this, I'm that. And when you coming at me with something that's a whole nother agenda, then you're wasting my time. And then I'm wasting your time because you don't have no love for me. And I don't have no love for that. Whatever that is, when I got to sit and figure stuff out, it just drives me crazy. Okay, so I think I've vented enough for today. Let it be known that when you're in the beginning of a relationship, have conversation. Don't just sit there and look at each other like y'all ain't ate steak dinner before or whatever. Learn something about each other. Because at the end of the day, when you go ahead and start combining bills, living under the same roof, working together, whatever it is that's going to make it intense because you didn't have the conversation and be honest from the beginning. Now's the time to have the talk, not later. All right, thank you for coming to Love for Life channel. Love you guys to death. See you next time. Peace.